Fine.
As it please the court, my lord.
Yes.
Mr. Ngomezulu requested me to stand in for him, and as I would hereby do, my lord.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, my lord. Now to the issue. We received a communication from the Legal Aid Board South Africa this morning, wherein they indicated a certain position that will have an impact on the process of the proceedings of the trial. Basically, what they are indicating is that our legal expert is only here and only on behalf of accused number 3, to the exclusion of all these other accused. His presence here at court, and when the expert witnesses that are going to be called or that have been called by the state, when they are cross-examined, he can only be here when they are cross-examined on behalf of accused number 3, to the exclusion of all the other accused. They are also indicating that in an event that there would be further expert witnesses that the state is going to call in relation to the ballistic evidence, he can only, that they will not cover his presence here at court. In other words, their cross-examination should proceed in his presence. In other words, whoever that is going to cross-examine those further witnesses that are going to be called by the state, they will not finance that process. So we are in a bit of a catch-22 situation, my lord, because we having regard to the allegations in the indictment, where common purpose is alleged, etc., etc., etc. I might not go into those dynamics. We would therefore request and implore the court to give us an opportunity to approach them in order to clarify certain issues in this regard, my lord. Because basically that would mean the presence of Mr. Peters when Mr. Ramusipili was cross-examining Lieutenant Colonel Mangena, that will not be covered. So those are some of the dynamics that needs to be ironed out as to who then is going to foot that bill. So I would therefore request, my lord, that we be afforded the opportunity to approach them to clarify these issues that have already been raised and further other issues which might be raised thereafter. Thank you, my lord.
So the communication, was it through a letter?
It was through an email, my lord. I can read it to the court, my lord.
Yeah, if you so desire, fine.
No, well, I would be led by the court in that respect, my lord.
Yeah, let's hear what the email says.
Thank you, my lord. The email is from Mrs. Flavia Isola. That's the lady that came here to give an explanation on behalf of Legal Aid Board. And it says, "Good day. Mr. Peters quoted Legal Aid Pretoria office based on the information received from you. Please note that Mr. Peters' attendance is limited to cross-examination of the state ballistic witness by Advocate Mxolisi only, and his evidence in chief and the cross-examination by the state. Unfortunately, we cannot consider that Mr. Peters be present during the evidence of the allegedly additional ballistic witnesses. Mr. Peters will only be paid as per the purchase order issued and no additional time, and we cannot give the assurance requested. Thank you," from Flavia Isola.
What's the assurance which was requested? What is the assurance which was requested? Because they speak about they cannot access.
Just to give a bit of a background,
Yes.
When Mr. Peters quoted them, it was on the assumption of certain dates that probably the cross-examination of Lieutenant Colonel Mangena will go up to 3 days. But it has exceeded those days. I then penned an email to them requesting a clarification. Requesting a clarification on what should then be the way forward. This is basically their response now, because he has already been here for almost more than 7 days. It's more than 5 days, 6 days, yes. And already Mr. Ramusipili, as I've indicated, has already actually started with Mr. Ngomezulu, who cross-examined Lieutenant Colonel Mangena in the presence of Mr. Peters. Mr. Ramusipili came. I also came. Now it was Advocate Mumalo who was on the podium. Now we're getting the email. So those are some of the aspects that we need to go and iron out with them.
Any comment by the state?
As it please the court, madam. Thank you.
Please, we suggest that maybe the meeting should take place that has been suggested, and we can maybe take the matter from there after the meeting.
What was the suggestion, by the way?
The suggestion was that the matter should stand down for some for some time so that they can get in touch with legal aid to try and thresh out this issue.
Okay, fine. Yeah, in the nature of things, you know, I can interfere. Once the matter has started, I can't be here to say this and that must happen regarding your defense. I mean, it's obvious.
That is correct.
Yeah. So the only thing I can do is to ascertain for you that you should contact the legal aid board and have further discussions with them, and then you can advise the court what is the decision which you have reached. So if you say I must adjourn, I can do it up to 11:30 or whatever. What time is that now?
It's 10:34, maybe up until the short adjournment.
11:30.
Yes, 11:30.
Okay, fine. We'll adjourn until 11:30 then.